everybody, and welcome back once again to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity 2. In the last session, well, what can we say? It was an episode of sadness, as we lost, permanently, a party member. Seraphim fell in the battle with Katren. Basically, he killed himself. He used a disintegrate spell on her, but she had the spell reflection on it. The spell rebounded, and I think when it was reduced to 0 health, the spell kind of took effect, and the spell does what it says on the tin. Disintegrates the individual into non-existence, effectively. So that's what happened. He disintegrated himself, technically. So yeah, the party has spent the past few hours in the wild mare, raising a cup of their choice tipple to him and reminiscing and sharing a story or two. I think Jyoti was got on quite well with him. She was particularly cut up. Speaking of Jyoti, he was due to tell her about his vision and what he'd seen when he peered into her mind. Never got round to that. Told us. We encouraged him to tell her. Don't think it happened. So, Fedoran will have to get round to that at some point. Since the last session, we've gone out and done a bit of shopping, bit of retail therapy to help one get over our state of mourning. And what we've done is we've actually treated Adair for some strange reason. Splashed out on Adair. Quite a significant sum. 40,000 coin on him, to be precise, because we spent, first of all, 26,000 coin on this new armour. His current armour is own armour, of course, the Saint's War armour, 9 base armour rating with 35% recovery time. Replaced it with this. Garari Cuirass, our first legendary piece of equipment. Legendary. Base armour rating of 10, recovery time of only 20%, and ability to take some hits and turn them into grazes. We've also further enchanted it to take a little bit less damage from weapons. So not only is it very good for the armour rating, it's good for the recovery time so he can get his stuff off quicker. There's a toss-up between giving this to him and giving it to Nadog, because the extra recovery time, or the decreased recovery time would be really good for his build, but he gets a lot of insta-kills, a lot of insta attacks due to his abilities, and the stacking of the action speed also helps a little bit here as well, so we're keeping him in this, and we've given it to Adair instead. In addition to that, we've also enchanted his gladiator sword up to superb quality from whatever it was before. Was it fine? What's the next below superb? Fine? No. Exceptional, I think it is. Fine, exceptional, superb, legendary. So it was exceptional, and we've now put it up to superb. Extra 15% damage. Extra, I think, maybe 2 or 3 points of accuracy and a point of penetration. So, giving him that as well. We're going to be enchanting our weapons before we enchant our armour. With weapons, you get damage, accuracy, and penetration. With armour, you just get armour rating. Seems a bit not quite as much bang for your buck. So we're going for the aggressive enchantments first. So that was our spending. So Adair's looking pretty dapper and no doubt feeling a little bit happier. I wouldn't say happy given the recent events, but happier perhaps, knowing that he's well protected going forward. Right, so we start today's session here by the side of the wild mare, where we have just stumbled into Lord Admiral Imp. Yes, he's a bounty. So we're going to take him down, and then we're going to sail off to cash in on the bounties that we've got so far, en route to Ashen Maw, because we're going to go and progress the main quest today. So let's get cracking.
Of course.
Okay. Now, we don't want any accidents today, so we'll take the pace, take the combat pace down before we raise holy hell here.
Avast, ground filth! Why disturb Lord Admiral, eh? Not doing anything wrong, eh? Go away!
Yes. Recognize the name Desiril? perchance?
No interruptions to the plan. Lord Admiral's work too important.
Oh dear, the Zarets raised their claws to block out the sound of Vihim's voice.
Get him, Cullies!
Okay. Right then.
Bring them
Fantastic.
We got trouble, folks.
Nice hit.
Ah, very good. Nadog, get stuck in, lad. Get stuck in. Ooh, another. Oh, Lord Admiral Imps and Zaret. Oh, he must have teleported. Right, what we need to do is we need to take down the. Nah, we'll start. I like summons. I like summons. Let's get some summons out. Quick cast of this first. Just a little bit perturbed by the locals. Again, just like attack a guard, you know, just stood there gawping as a fight's breaking out in the street. Good to see they're on the ball, you know? Gotta be really careful with AoE. Don't want to anger the locals, so we'll just keep it basic. And let the AI just do its stuff. For this one, I think. Most.
After him.
Wow. Nadog on his usual rampage, I see. And another one bites the dust.
Absolutely not.
Nice.
Oh,
That's Fedoran's turn to get in on the action.
kill them all. Right on target.
See, Nadog and Fedoran are both in competition over who can get the killing blow. I think Nadog with 2 there, Fedoran with 2, both fighting vehemently to be the MVP of the party. Let's have a look at the stats here for a second. So Nadog, total damage done 32,000. 32,000, not bad. Fedoran, 34. He's catching up. There was a bigger gap than that before. Single target damage 170 to his paltry 64 though. Huh. Yeah, there's 21. Yeah, everybody's way down. There's 2 people in this party that do the damage. And it's the 2 stars of the show, if you like. But Fedoran's still just about there, but Nadog is closing that gap. I wouldn't be surprised if he passes very soon.
Leave it to me.
He is a damage dealing specialist with his flailing axe hand, or should I say hands plural. Talk of intellect, we've got the Admiral's head, another fragment of the map. And this thing, Ibis, burn armor rating, defense against fire attacks, Scion of Flame, you say? Scion of Flame indeed. I shall take that. So he's got a ring of fire focus, focused flame, and now a ring of protection against fire. His pockets are getting rather full.
Yes?
Right, so that's that little irksome piece of business sorted. So another bounty to hand in to Desiril when we arrive. So yeah, a quick stop off at Dunwich before we start our sail to Ashen Maw. Right, we're at Dunwich. The only thing you missed was my horrendous singing along with the sea shanty. Gotta love those shanties.
What is it? As you
Okay,
wish.
let's go and let's go get some money, shall we? Udita, we return.
What's a good word, Scuttler?
You don't have to worry about Chornu any longer. I have dealt with him.
Hope the Navy doesn't trouble you none over it. They tend to hold a grudge.
Sure, I'll be fine.
Hey, you're better at this than I thought. You open to more work and more coin for your troubles?
Well, could be. What do you have available?
Your next target is Kuaru. A Juana captain with a black mark on his name. He sees outlander ships like floating game ready to be harpooned.
Harpooned? Well, that doesn't sound very, very friendly. I think I need to go have a word with this Caro. I'll take it.
I knew you would. Kwaru helms the junk Kamat O Ungeti and lurks on the outskirts of Kua Urikuhu island chain, east of Nekataka.
That's a big ship.
Good hunting, Scuttler.
This'll be a good test. Okay. Let's have a look. Where's a bounty? There he is, Kwaru. So our level. Well, that's a big ship.
Yes?
The biggest ship
Of course.
of the lot. So, yes, that's going to be interesting to see how we cope with that one. Tactics may be required. Right, Fedoran's levelling up. So, splitting between diplomacy and bluff as per usual. Arcana for those use of scrolls that we, those umpteen scrolls that we use. I don't think he's used one yet. Hey ho, what can you do? We are still the same power level, which is disappointing because there's not a great deal at this power level that I particularly wanted. However, there are some a bit further down. Even the passives aren't marvellous. Okay, sorry, I've been pondering and pondering here. It's a tough decision, there's not a great deal I want at the moment. We're going for critical hits. We're likely to benefit from this far more than, say, a extra penetration with our empower. We don't use empowered abilities that much. We're more likely to come across crit situations to make use of this far more often, so we'll go with improved criticals.
What is it? I'll take care of it.
Radiant Court. I seem to recall when we were at the Balefire Beacon, speaking with Ferranti, there was an upper area to go to like the top of the tower, and I forgot to do that. Even though about 5 minutes, 10 minutes prior I said, oh, we need to go up here when we finish speaking with him to see the view. So, note to self, we'll return to the top of that place once we go back to speak with Ferranti. Right, Desiril. We have news.
Yep.
I welcome your return.
I have dealt with the Lord Admiral Imp.
So, the puffed up little charlatan is gone for good. Well done. But halfway is half done, my friend. There are 2 more members of the Firebrand's old crew that need your special attention.
Well, you might want to stand corrected there, because I have also dealt, much to our great cost, I might add, Katren.
I hope Katren put on a good show for you before the end.
I wouldn't quite call it a good show, if you don't mind.
There's just the 1 crew member left now.
Yes, and I shall get to that in due course. Good day. Put on a good show. The insensitive cow. Call my team member being obliterated from existence a good flipping show? Hardly. Okay, so that was about 7,000 in coin. Okay, which is not to be laughed at. Takes us up to 18,000. And now we're off straight to Ashen Maw. But I am planning to have a stream in the not too distant future, maybe after we've done this. And the focus of that stream will purely and simply be exploring the seas and the map, because there's a lot of this map that is just not explored. All down the southern end here, the northern end, there's loads of stuff to see. Loads of islands, many of which we'll be mapping anyway as part of this sort of quest for Sansa, but I just want a stream where there's no objectives, there's no questing, even the side stuff. Just let's go out there with an open mind and just sail around the map and just see what we stumble into. Have some naval battles and just have a bit of fun. It's a bit of a change of pace. So maybe one day, you'll be seeing this on Monday, so yeah, maybe one day this week, maybe Wednesday or Thursday, I might pencil that in. Pillars of Eternity exploration stream. Anyway, Ashen Maw is actually just not too far away here. Oh, there it is. Magran's Teeth. Looks menacing, doesn't it? Looks menacing. Okay, well, it's our level, so we shouldn't be worried. Thick smoke, black as death, plumes from the peak of a rumbling volcano, the largest in the chain of mountains that makes up Magran's Teeth. A serrated fissure gapes in the mountainside, deep and dark, but intermittently lit by a red-hot glow. The cavernous opening is too narrow for Lord Fedoran to sail through. The skiff sways tumultuously in the superheated water the closer you row to the cave's cracked opening. Lava burbles down the mountainside, scorching rivers that disappear into the dark blue sea. Inside the rock face, the sound of churning magma grows louder and the air warms around you, beading sweat along your brow. Sounds like a lovely place. Quite the holiday destination. Who doesn't like a bit of heat? Wow, look at the state of this. The Sentinel Wall. There's two ways to go here though. There's across the bridge or there's around the side here.
This
You know
where
what?
Gone stormed through? At least the docks are still intact.
Well, no welcome's better than a bad one.
I'll see it done.
Burned remains. Not filling us with much confidence. Let's hope that we don't end up in a similar situation. Oh look! He's here! The real Eothas, and not the blind Almawa one. Angry Troll. Grog. Is that an animal companion or a shipmate?
Yeah.
Strange.
Got it.
Oh, what's this? It's a rather large figure. Skin of a dead giant.
Leave it to me.
Primal Flame.
Sure.
Who's this? Rathoon Vanguard. Slumped against the stones of the bridge, a giant clutches at his bashed-in chest. It's a mess of sinew and blackened iron bones, fiery blood flickering between his splayed fingers. Thickly rasping a breath, the warrior lifts his heated gaze to your face.
Extinguished or crushed. Us all, Defiler.
What happened here?
Damned Reaper of Souls and God of Lies. Magran's most foul enemy.
I need to get to Eothas.
Servants of the Defiler God. Damn you.
He chokes, liquid fire trickling from his lips. We could put him out of his misery, but we won't. He's a big lad. Oh, Nadog's leveled up now.
Got it.
Are we going to have to fight through things here? Sentinel wall indicates a wall full of defenders. The Sentinel wall. Right, here we go. Let's get Remgren on the case.
Everybody slept in.
Let's make sure there's nothing here waiting for us. So we got a locked door which we could open. A couple of lootable things here. Okay, everything looks fine
Yeah, of course.
thus far.
Well, I'll see it there. I'll deal with this. Done.
Okay, so there's that way to go, should we wish. There's also up here, which might... There's got to be an alternative way, because that's a door that you might not be able to unlock otherwise, so there's got to be another way.
Reckon this is what happens when you try to keep a god from enacting his plans.
Yeah, there's a key. A key to the door we've just opened through Nadog's expert picking.
Where there's a pick, there's a way. It's finished.
Gauntlet of reliability.
What is it?
We've seen those before.
What is it? As you wish.
Yes.
Come on, Remgren. Oh god. Rathun Flamecaller, one's down, and Rathun Van... We're fighting these, aren't we?
By the foul reaper, another deprived of the Everflame.
Do not dwell on this defeat, Sekra. Margaret felled the Defiler before. We will do so again.
Oh boy. I really don't fancy fighting 3 of these things, if we can help it. Oh man. Oh well. It's a rather large doorway, but we might have to fight in it.
Indeed. I see and we see.
Okay, so here we go.
Kith trespasses in the goddess's maw? But how?
Incensed, the giant warrior hulks. Her thick muscles twitch, red markings glowing hotly against her ashen skin.
You must seek to follow in your defiler god's footsteps. You will not, for I will smite you where you stand!
Uh-oh. A second giant slams the haft of his iron staff into the warrior's hard, muscled stomach, abruptly halting her attack. Oh, bloody hell.
Hold, Sega! I would speak to this filthy minion of the wretched god Aethys before you char his bones to dust.
Yes, this is technically true, and although we wouldn't say this is 90% of the time to avoid conflict with these giant things, think we might just say it now. Fedoran expressing that he's not here as a friend of Aothas, but he seeks a piece of his missing soul from him.
Ha! You think to confront an embodied god? Then you are either powerful beyond comprehension or as much a fool.
Well, it has been said. And
Yet you imply you do not serve him.
the first giant's grip turns white-knuckled on the hilt of her sword. Her muscles strain and the metal quivers in her hand.
Rakir, move! We cannot allow these intruders to live.
Again she thrusts her sword high. Oh, he's stepping aside. We better say something fast. I don't think he is actually. We don't know what he's doing. Yeah. Again, it's not the option that's... It's more to do with the fact that he's trying to convince them that he's got nothing to do with what's going on. Shoulders taut with tension, the warrior eyes the strewn corpses of his fellow Rathun at arms. They lie dried like husks siphoned of their souls.
If you know of the war between us and the Defiler God, then you must understand what has brought his foulness to our fortress.
He places a hand out to hold the warrior back. He studies you intently. He's buying time. Keep thinking, Fedoran. Keep thinking on your feet. Come on.
You would face us in battle rather than flee? I like your mettle. Kithu does not cower before Margren's greatest warriors. We have not yet defeated the embodied god, but that does not mean we won't. The Jotiger is readying another assault from within the Jagged Keep as we speak. I will permit you to scamper closer to God's face, if you believe you can survive. Scurry deeper into the maw, but know that my brethren may squash you.
Seems that we can't avoid all the fights. You plan to attack Aothas?
First, we recover the wounded and their weapons. Drag them into the Jagged Keep.
He nods.
And then we will kill a god.
Somehow, Fedoran doesn't quite think so, but he won't say that out loud, of course. Simply asking how he can get to Aothas.
All who neared the intruder god were gutted until extinguished. You think your soul could last even half so long as Rathun's?
Maybe the Kifs will last longer.
She snorts, but the other warrior ignores her, answering in her stead.
Only Margren's shrine with our Jagged Keep can lead you to the Defiler God. Kith, if Margren wishes you to face him, surely she will fire the way.
Magran's shrine. Well, I shall seek out Magran's shrine then. I have spoken with Magran previously. She may struggle to believe, but I am sure she will indeed fire the way when I arrive there. Thank you for your understanding.
I'll be with the bodies, but this time gentle your grip.
Yeah,
It can't be helped, Rakir.
gentle
He's
your grip
fallen
and stay
and
your
wicked.
hand, dear. Oh, no, it's just stealing. That's not what I'm doing. Force of habit. Almost got myself into a world of trouble there. Talked our way out of it, suddenly to be attacked because we stole something. Can you imagine the horror? Find a way to Aothas
Ain't the
through.
volcanoes in Mogren's Teeth supposed to be inactive? I got a bad feeling this one's waking up.
So we've got the Jagged Keep, which is up there. We've got the Lair of the Ancient, though, as well. I kind of think we want to go there first. Or do we? The Ancient? Could be a big dragon or something. But Why go straight to the objective if there's something else to take a look at?
They're gone now. Ready to...
Uh-oh. Yeah, there's definitely a dragon in there now. This has convinced me. This has convinced me there's a dragon in there. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yes, we're not alone. Got it.
Oh my gods. What the hell? Right, we better start putting some spells down here because this doesn't look glorious.
Oh, hell.
Oof. Oof. Right, we need cold to counter this fire.
Son of a cur!
And we need some summons. Oh boy, this is bad. This is very bad.
Quick, toss me something else.
Are we attacking? Greater what blight? Flame blight? Can we start hitting stuff? Nadog? Where is he? Are you hitting things? Fire Drake. Jyoti, your job is to keep us alive. That is it.
Better try something else.
Can we move these? Is he? Did he cast the cold? Flashing vines. I think we're blinded, you know. Are we blinded? Constantine's massage. Oh, that's from his room. Can't see if we've actually cast the cold. Try it again. Right, we need some DOTs. Remgren, we need DOTs, big style.
No prisoners. Enough.
Hey, that wasn't that bad.
Okay, that's good, that's good. Keep going, keep going. That's it, that's the one. Phew. It's a more potent version of Fedoran's vines. What's he got? He's got tentacles. What are they called? Writhing tentacles. He's got this rather lovely vine. Sure. Vine of doom. Okay, that was quite tough. They hit hard, but Jyoti kept us up. There's so a dragon in here, isn't there? There's got to be. Don't know why we're going here. Don't know why we're going here. We're going in here knowing full well what lies inside, but we can't help it. We're nosy. Yeah, this looking very dragon-esque. Magma ooze. Can we walk over this?
Let's go. Nice hit.
Jesus, this is not good. Again, let's get the old frost on the go.
What can I do you for?
That was that was a good thing to cast also.
Hey, so you are.
Elder Flamebat. Three skulls. Look at the thing. It looks harmless. But it's far from harmless. Look at that.
After him.
2 or 3 of these and this could be problematic. Just keep saving it.
Leave it to me. I shall. Yes, to whispers and shadows.
Right, we're taking this by stealth. We don't like the look of what we see. We'll come back another time. Can you come back here another time now? Oh shoot.
I'm thinking this place ain't gonna hold up much longer. What say we hurry?
He waits in fire. The volcano is growing more active. We're pottering around. This might actually be the way to go. The other way on the map, straight to the place we were supposed to go, might not be open yet. This might be an alternative way to get us to where we need to be.
That smell. I hope it's just their cook burning the meat.
This place smells and feels like hell in the stories Uncle Angbert used to tell me to make me behave as a child.
Wait a second, I sense a soul here.
Sure. Why not?
A haze of soul essence sifts up like smoke from a corpse scored with heavy claw marks. Oddly, no blood pools beneath the body. The wounds have been cauterized. Fedoran reaches for the soul. Hot to the touch, the essence slowly wafts through your fingers. Then you're tumbling down into the feverish sensation of a soul reed. You are a great champion, a Goliath among giants, your chest tight with pride, and now something darker, a strange dread. It flickers inside of you like the fires of a waking forge, because you know you are too soon to be tempered as you stare down upon the distant god, the defiler your brothers and sisters died to defeat but could not, who now gluts on the Adra spire, striking plans against Magran. The iron chains that suspend the bridge beneath your feet drip blood and sweat, weeping. The moor spans below, battered by the invader, the jagged keep now ever more apt in name. He could have passed to the spire and could not be stopped. He drank deeply from so many of you. The Brenthis, High Priestess, watches beside you. She is fierce and will know what to do. She can hear Magran within the flames. Without further delay, she hastens you into the dragon's lair. She will call the beast, and it will ride with you into the assault. Inside the cavern is dark and simmering. The Brenthis rushes ahead, despite your barked warning. Something is wrong. The heat roils against your skin, a whisper of death, dangerous rather than comforting. The Defiler God has riled the dragon. Oh, I did suspect. The Brenthis has raised her talk high, as if to collar the dragon, the light of it sheening her helm in the darkness. She is thundering. The time has come, Jaida. Submit to Magran's will, and the walls rumble from a sudden earthquake. No, from the beast's laughter. A shadow looms to your left, then scalding claws punch through your skin.
Rest now, warrior. Your soul is safe with me.
Taking its soul into the lantern. Yep, a dragon awaits us here. I did think so. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, balls. That's the High Priestess. Oh, ooh. Oh. Oh god. Hello.
If that ain't a creature born in my nightmares, I don't know what is.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, party. I have talked to dragons many times. I have a 50% track record with speaking them down from combat. Perhaps this will be a nice way to tip the odds into my favour. The creature of smoker's scales, embers and talons looms up from the darkness. Her back and ribs gleam luridly, red as the lake of fire that laps at her feet. She hisses a sound like rocks grating together in her throat, and though her peeled-back lips form no words, you understand.
Who comes now to stoke the flames of chaos further?
Jade de Falas, the Ancient.
Have I not yet feasted enough? I suppose I can make room for another.
Just realized how lucky we are to have never run across a sewer dragon.
Jyoti chokes on a scream. A dry laugh crackles from the dragon's thick-scaled throat. Wait! Hold on! I have no intention to well, it's not what your intentions are, but Fedoran trying nonetheless. I come here in peace. Fear not,
An easy meal is still a meal, is it not? Squeal and scurry, or do not. I will suckle the marrow from your bones regardless soon enough.
I don't want to eat me. I'm tough as old boots, stringy, very bitter. Yes, you will find many more tasty meals than me. The dragon's rumbling laughter rattles the cavern's walls as she slithers her tail in the searing magma.
Your tongue is clever. It amuses me.
Well, I'm glad we could get off on the right foot. I have come here to reach Aothus in the depths of the moor. I have business with him.
You think to ride me, the great firestorm in the moor, to meet a blustering god?
Ride you? Massive beasts chuckle, roll out like thunder, but acrid smoke puffs from her nostrils, underscoring her anger.
If the Rathoon could not tame me, why should a little wretch like you fare better?
Because if you don't help me, I will tear off your wings. Yeah. I didn't plan to ride you. Do you know the physical path to reach the lower reaches of the moor? Slowly she flexes her wings. They sizzle and pop, nearly steaming.
I shall tell you this much, if only to keep you from my wings. Your path to Aothus lies through Margren, through her shrine within the Rathoon's Keep.
Rathoon's Keep?
Igniting Margren's shrine lowers it into the moor, so that a Brenthis may worship before the Ardra pillar. See?
So ignite the shrine, so that Brenthis may worship. And how can I ignite the shrine?
Why, I believe the Brenthis has the means you seek. A certain torque that she tried to wield against me. Sadly for her, its power could not hold a flame to mine. But as it was the Brenthis' last sacrificial offering to me, you understand why I shall not allow it to be stolen.
Oh, I don't have any plans to steal it. How about a trade? You dragons like gold, don't you? The dragon's nostrils flare wide as she inhales. Slowly, her scaly lips peel back from her fangs.
I do scent something enticing about you. Is that A wardstone.
What wardstone? Which wardstone are you speaking about?
But why should I barter when I can take it from your corpse?
Well, you could do that. I mean, meeting an end to a great ancient being such as yourself would be quite an honour indeed. But who then would live to tell of your magnificence? And my party here will quite attest. I am capable of telling quite a tale or two to many across Aora. My tales are very famous, and adding you to them would just, be the icing on the cake.
What would you know of honor and how it relates to a being such as me?
You are a creature to be revered. I have seen many magnificent, but not quite as magnificent as such as you. Your eminence derives not from your ability to mindlessly slaughter. No, you're above such things. No, any dragon could do that kind of stuff. You have the ability to show mercy to your devoted followers, and that is a quality that it deserves to be sung from the rooftops. The dragon preens and her eyes flare bright as embers.
The Rathun are fools, devoted blindly to Margaret. They never worshipped me, as I deserve.
Oh, I'm sure they didn't, and it is much to their loss, I quite assure you.
Take it. I have no care for the talk or the corpse.
Thank you very much. As I said, fear not, those tales will be coming to a tavern near you soon. I thank you for your mercy. Would you mind going and grabbing the talk, please? Now, dog, if you don't mind. You like looting things, don't you?
I'll take care of it. I'll see it done.
Okay, the Rathun's burnt corpse. Yes, first of all, Fedoran reaching for the soul, just in case there's something within that could be useful. Don't want to linger here too long in case this thing changes its mind, but rather than falling face forward into a vision of the Rathun's final memory, her last thoughts scream through your mind in a jumble of disjointed words and disbelief.
I am burning! I am burning! I am burning! And it is not in pleasure, not for Mother Margaret. I should have listened when she said nothing. But I was willing to die to reach the Everflame, to sacrifice them and everything to ash, to vanquish the Defiler. And I am burning, but not in the flame. Not with honor and eternity, but for a moment. I am disgraced. Who will lay the talk before the Mother to fire the way? Who is left? Who will guard the sacred spire, the Mother's mind? Who will descend the shrine to the Defiler's God's face? Not to these hands that are ashes sifting on a breath that is a last sigh of a wretchedly snuffed life. Not to me and mine. Now she who was blackened and befouled and forsaken by the flames, forsaken by Margaret.
Yes, we've heard enough of this. Prize the talk from the priestess's hand. The talk of Bifacton?
Rest easy now, priestess. I'll harvest your soul and your torment too.
Right, thank you again, oh, Ancient One.
As you wish.
Come on now, quickly. Whew! Oh, Fedoran getting things right for a change.
A blade in the dark.
Come on, quickly. It's bloody earthquakes and erupting volcanoes. Goodness me. Phew. Yes, indeed. Another dragon talked down. You've got to speak to their prideful ways, you know. Stand them on ceremony.
Well,
They like that kind of thing. Right then, so we're about 50 minutes into the session, I think, thereabouts, when I've cut a few things out. Right. But before we actually go inside, I think we're going to end it here. We've got a feeling that as soon as we get inside and start the ritual and stuff, and get into any conversation with the authors, that's going to be quite long, so I think it's a good place to end the session here!
You spend your whole life thinking you're a giant, and one day that fella shows up at your fortress.
That was awfully profound.
I think we better get a move on.
Leave it to me.
Oh man, we're so short of peridots, it's not even funny.
I'll take care of it.
Glad that we got one there. I need to keep an eye out for where I can get some more from, because that's what all the weapon enchantments use, is peridots. Right, anyway. The Jagged Keep lay before us. We've got to level up Remgren and Nadog, because there may be a few problems inside. There may not be, but there may well be. So in the next session, we go in, we try and light this shrine, and we try and get to Eothas, where we will hopefully get some answers as to what the hell crusade he's on. What do you think he's bloody well doing? But until then, see you soon.